wealth, secrecy, and influence. Mayer Amschel Rothschild created the foundations of the most powerful banking dynasty in history. From a poor Jewish ghetto in Frankfurt, he rose to finance princes and kings. He turned coins and curiosity into power and reputation. His dynasty would outlive him, shaping Europe for centuries. This is the story of Mayer Amschel Rothschild. The birth of a dynasty. In 1744, in Frankfurt's crowded Judengasse, Mayer was born. His family was poor but deeply rooted in trade. His father, a money changer, died early, leaving young Mayer with responsibility. Life in the ghetto was harsh, with restrictions on Jews in every corner. Yet Mayer had ambition far greater than the narrow street where he grew up. He believed knowledge and relationships were keys to escape poverty. And with patience, he began to chart his path. Chapter 1. Humble Beginnings. Mayer first trained as an apprentice with a banking firm in Hanover. There he studied coins, antiques, and the art of valuation. Rare coins became his specialty, objects desired by wealthy collectors. This niche gave Mayer access to aristocrats and noblemen. He impressed them with precision, honesty, and detail. Slowly, doors that were closed to Jews began to open for him. Mayer learned that finance was not only about money, but about trust. He returned to Frankfurt with ambition burning inside him. In a small house marked by a red shield, or Rothschild in German, he set up business. That house name became the family's eternal symbol. From behind his modest shopfront, Mayer started lending, trading, and investing. Clients came not just for coins, but for advice and reliability. And soon, one powerful client changed his destiny forever. Chapter 2. Patron of Princes. Mayer gained the trust of Prince William of Hesse, one of Europe's richest nobles. The prince stored part of his vast fortune with Mayer for safekeeping. This was no small achievement. It elevated Mayer from merchant to banker. With the prince's money, Mayer expanded his operations and reputation. But he knew he could not rise alone. He married Gutla Schnapper, a woman of strength and discipline. Together they raised 10 children, building not just a family, but a future dynasty. Mayer trained his 5 sons as if preparing them for battle. He instilled loyalty, secrecy, and unity above everything. His vision was radical: send each son to a major European capital. Frankfurt, London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples would become Rothschild outposts. No single rival family had ever attempted such a strategy. Mayer knew, where kings ruled lands, his sons would rule credit. Chapter 3. The Rothschild Network. The strength of the Rothschilds was not just money but information. While governments waited weeks for couriers, Rothschild letters traveled in days. They used private messengers, coded writing, and family loyalty to guard secrets. This gave them a decisive advantage in finance. They knew the outcome of wars before most ministers. They sensed shifts in markets before investors. The network allowed them to act faster than anyone else. Nathan Rothschild in London became the boldest of Mayer's sons. Paris was commanded by James, Vienna by Salomon, Naples by Karl, and Frankfurt by Amschel Jr. Together they formed a web of power that spanned Europe. Their cooperation turned Mayer's small shop into a continental empire. Rivals envied them, governments depended on them, and critics feared them. Mayer's idea had become reality. Chapter 4. War and Fortune. Europe was plunged into chaos during the Napoleonic Wars. Armies marched, kingdoms fell, and governments drowned in debt. For bankers, it was a moment of danger and opportunity. The Rothschilds financed armies, transported gold, and managed loans. Nathan in London arranged vast payments for Britain's war effort. He secretly moved gold across borders, often under the noses of enemies. The family became the financial lifeline of nations. Where kings could not trust each other, they trusted the Rothschilds. Their efficiency meant soldiers were paid, supplies delivered, and wars continued. Victory at Waterloo in 1815 was not only a triumph of armies, but of finance. The Rothschilds had supported Britain with speed and secrecy. Their profits were immense, their reputation even greater. Mayer, though older, watched with pride as his sons fulfilled his vision. He had built not just a business, but a dynasty that shaped history. Chapter 5. Legacy. In 1812, Mayer Amschel Rothschild passed away. He left behind not just wealth, but a strategy for eternity. His will instructed his family to remain united, Marry within the faith and keep control. His sons honored his commands and expanded the empire further. By the mid-19th century, the Rothschilds were Europe's most powerful bankers. They funded railways, industries, and governments. They stood at the crossroads of politics and finance. Their family crest bore the motto, Concordia, Integritas, Industria, Harmony, Integrity, Industry. Even today, the Rothschild name carries mystery, admiration, and suspicion. Some see Mayer as a genius who built the first global bank. Others view his dynasty as the hidden hand behind power. But one truth is certain: Mayer Amschel Rothschild changed the world of finance forever. Subscribe for more videos, and remember, YouTube's got something it knows you'll want to see next. Trust the algorithm. It's smarter than you think.